Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about 4 weeks post-op. On Friday I will become 5 weeks. So yeah, it's been a tough month. I'm not going to lie to you guys. But if you guys see me looking down, it's because I have a paper right here. I don't want to leave anything out of everything that I've experienced. So I'm going to share with you guys everything that has been going on, for the past 4 weeks. Everything including from introducing solids to your diet, to depression, to your hair falling off, and everything. So I'm going to start with this. I have had a couple of people saying, when I went back to school, they were like, oh, you were out for so long, like what happened? Because sometimes, even though it's 4 weeks, I still have a little bit of discomfort sitting down for too long. So therefore I have to get up from my seat in the middle of the class, and people look at me all weird. But I had to explain that I had the gastric sleeve, and how much weight I've lost in the whole month, because they saw the difference. And then they were like, oh, so oh, that's the easy way out. You don't know how much it pisses me off when someone says it's the easy way out. So if you're thinking about the gastric sleeve, number one, it is not the easy way out. You have to put in your work in order to get it. And number two, the process of having the gastric sleeve is a total life change completely. Yes, you do have a tool that helps you stay focused, eating less, trying to eat healthy, all that good stuff. But it is still hard. You still have to work at it. You still have to work out. So on my 4 weeks, I am able to introduce solids. I did struggle in the beginning because, at least for me, my body's not tolerating very well chicken or beef. Whenever I eat chicken or beef, I get this disgusting feeling in my throat. Nothing fried. You can't fry your steak anymore. You can't do any of that stuff because it's just grease, or anything just tastes absolutely disgusting. And what I have been doing pretty well on, it has been tuna, fish, shrimp, anything that is like seafood related, like really soft, especially fish. I've been tolerating very well. I could eat a really pretty decent amount of it. And also another thing that I've noticed is that fish is a very good source of protein. So is shrimp and all that other stuff. You do have to take in consideration, I think personally, that it does have a lot of fat. Not fish per se, but like shrimp and seafood. So you do have to watch how much you eat of it. But that's been the easiest thing that my tummy right now can digest with no problems. Not feeling like I'm gonna throw up, not feeling like I'm gonna die. Another thing is overeating. You guys, it is so hard because it's like a habit. You eat, and one thing I can recommend is do not eat while you are watching TV, because you will eat really fast. You won't realize how much you're eating. And when it comes to it, you're going to feel like the food is right here. It's not going to want to come down. You're going to have to spit out food. Most likely the food will come up. So pay attention to how you're eating. Take a bite. Put your fork down. Put your food down. Chew, swallow. Wait a couple of minutes, like a minute or so. And then take another bite, and so on, until you feel that your stomach is satisfied. Listen to your body. Your body will tell you when you are full. It is completely different. It's not like that. I know most of you guys know what I'm talking about. When you're full and your tummy is oh, you just want to go back to sleep. That feeling, that is not the feeling you're going to get after the gastric sleeve. When you are full to that point, you're not going to feel good. You're not going to feel sleepy. You're not going to want to lay down. You're going to want to throw up. You're going to be fighting with your body not to throw up. But most of the time, that food is going to come back out. So I'm just saying, be careful overeating. That is the one thing I have been struggling with, even with liquids. I keep forgetting with liquids, with the water intake. I keep forgetting about the liquids. And you do need to try to get your water in. I think I'm supposed to take about 64 ounces a day, but it's really, really hard. I could probably get about 40 few ounces in a day, not 60 or 80. It's been really hard, but you have to try to get your water in because your skin dries out. Water is so vital to you, especially for your weight loss, as well as protein. I will admit I have not been doing well with the protein shakes. I've noticed that the Premier protein, for me that I'm lactose intolerant, does not sit well. I can't seem to get it down. I want to throw it back up immediately. It's not working, but I did buy Isopure. I will leave the link down below. It's unflavored protein, which I do add to my soup or my food. Chili, I incorporate it with chili and stuff like that. Those things, I do add more protein in order to get enough protein, because your body will suffer from the lack of protein, as well as your hair. So hair loss and hair damage. I guess because you're not allowed to take in the actual nutrients that you need, your hair will become brittle, like really dry and like rough, and you are gonna start losing hair. I had to cut my hair because it was just not looking good, and it was so thin when I would straighten it out. So I cut it to add short, so it can, so it can look like I have more volume. When you cut your hair shorter, it just looks like I have more volume. That's one thing that I've done. I've been trying to take my hair and nail gummies from, I can't remember the name right now, but I will link everything down below. The gummies work wonders, even for my nails. My nails started breaking off. They were growing pretty strong, and now they break, as well as hair loss. It's something that's unavoidable. No matter what you do, you're gonna get some. But you can try to take your biotin and your vitamins and everything that you need to do. Make sure you increase your protein. Do not slack on that protein, guys. That is gonna help you keep most of your hair. Another thing, complications. Let me talk about complications. As if some of you follow me on Instagram, you guys know that I suffered from a few complications. Nothing severe. Everything that had to do with my sleeve was absolutely great. I didn't have a leak or anything, which is what I was worried about. I was just dehydrated, and I was lacking potassium and magnesium. So it is important that you drink your vitamins every single day. I know I mentioned this already, but it is important because you will suffer from malnutrition. Remember, your body was on liquids. It is not taking in the nutrients that you're supposed to be taking. Literally in a day, I make maybe most 400, 500 calories. That is not enough for your body. Even when you're trying to lose weight, you're supposed to have like between 1,200 calories in order for you to lose weight. Now with the sleeves, you're gonna hit way below that mark. No matter what you eat, you're gonna hit way below that mark. That doesn't mean start eating McDonald's and Burger King and all that junk, because no, your body will store to that fat and you will not lose weight. So for complications, I did suffer from malnutrition and dehydration. So I stayed a few days in the hospital, getting some liquid intake, some IV, and some vitamins. I did get an infection, so make sure that you don't strain, you don't overdo things, so your stitches don't bust open, because you will get an infection and it will be painful and bad. So that's one thing, not overdoing anything, whether it's exercise, because my doctor gave me the clearance to exercise, and I was like, well, you know what? Once you start losing weight, your arms are gonna be, gross. And so will your thighs. I think the first thing I noticed was my thighs. They were super jiggly, super gross. I was like, oh my God, I have to do something. So I started working my legs out. Big mistake. I ended up busting a stitch, not only on the inside, but it also opened on the outside. And it got an infection, and that's what made me go to the hospital. And you guys, the pain is nothing to play with. Therefore, I've only been doing walking. I haven't exercised hardcore at all. At least 6 weeks until after surgery. Once you're at 6 weeks, You can start increasing your exercise just a little bit, not a lot. Don't overdo it, you guys. Listen to your body. Your body will tell you if something hurts, don't push past the pain. Stop right there and take a break. Now, another thing, constipation. Constipation, it is horrible. You feel bloated. I'm using the restroom maybe once a week. I have to force myself to use the bathroom. When I feel like I'm not seeing any movement or anything, I take stool softeners, maybe a laxative to help you, use the bathroom. I remember, I know TMI, but I remember I was one of those people that would just be in and out of the bathroom, no matter what I had to do, whether it was pee or poop, in and out. Now I literally have to sit there like 15, 20 minutes trying to use the bathroom. And it is not fun to sit there in the bathroom for 20 minutes trying to poop. And it is painful, and you sweat, and you feel like your poop is gonna come out through your mouth, and it is disgusting. But it's something normal and part of surgery, and I hope that it gets better as the months go by. The weak feeling, you guys. Sometimes you just feel so weak that you don't want to get out of bed. What I do for those days is I try to rest a little bit in the morning, and then I get up. I try to eat something, and then I notice that once I do eat something, because the thing is, you're not really hungry, Sometimes you get these mental hunger pains, but it's not really hunger. So you have to remind yourself, wake up, eat something. You will feel so much better after you eat or drink something. I promise you. So when you're feeling weak, just know that it's your body saying, hey, I need water, I need food, something is happening. So don't just stay in bed and not do anything. No, get up, get yourself some water, or get yourself something to eat. And then also, okay, so I suffer from a major depressive disorder. Sometimes I do notice that I do get a little bit more depressed than usually. It doesn't last long because, remember, mind over matter. You have to remember yourself why you did this to begin with. You have to remember that everything happens for a reason. You need to stay focused on the reason why you decided to get the gastric sleeve done. So, sometimes I remember regretting having the surgery because I missed eating. I was a person who found comfort in food. I can no longer do that. I eat basically to survive. A lot of things I had to give up. There's no point. I look at nutritional values. I look at the ingredients on everything. I look at the calories, at the cholesterol, the sodium, everything. Always read the label, you guys. Always. Don't go buy something that says no sugar added, because when you read the back of it, it says alcohol, sugar, and that is worse for your body than actual sugar. I'm just saying. It has helped me a lot because everything that you put into your body now after the gastric sleeve has to have a reason. Sometimes I'm like, oh, some chips will look so good, but there's no point in eating it, because if that's all I'm going to be able to eat for a couple of hours and there's no vitamins or nutrients in it, I'm eating for no reason. So just remember, if you get depressed or unmotivated, remember why you did this and things will get better. And also remember to read your labels for the food. Remember to always think about the nutritional value that the food you're going to be intaking, what it's going to do to your body. That is something that you need to realize and you need to pay close attention to. And the last thing I wanted to talk about was the dreaded 3-week stall. So the first week I lost a lot of weight. I think I lost 21 pounds the first week. Now, for the past 2 weeks I would say, because now I finally saw the scale going down, I didn't lose a single pound. I was going from 211 to 210, 211, 210, 211, 210. That's what I was doing for 2 weeks straight. And I was like, oh my God, what am I doing? Am I doing something wrong? Am I not what's going on? what am I doing? I was doubting my surgery. I was doubting myself. But then I started looking online, and I've noticed that a lot of people go through this. A lot. Almost everybody goes through this dreaded stall right after surgery. Basically, it's your body going into shock that it is losing weight way too fast. And it's like, you know what? I'm starving. So it stores to all your fat. And basically, you don't lose weight in pounds. But you do lose inches. So you have to remember, if you're losing inches, you're doing okay. Even though the scale does not move, you're doing fine. Now, after 3 weeks, I finally saw the scale go back down. So I'm currently at 209, which is pretty freaking awesome. I'm almost out of the 200s, so I'm excited about that. And I think I've covered pretty much everything for the 4 weeks post-op. I'm gonna come back maybe in 2 weeks and give you guys an update. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell button if you want to know more about my VSG journey. I also do beauty tutorials and makeup tutorials, unboxing, and I talk about a variety of things. My channel is not just one channel that just sticks to one thing. I do a whole bunch of things. I like to cater to everything that I love. So therefore, hit the notification bell button, and if you like my video that week, go ahead and watch it and give me a big thumbs up. Anyway, bye-bye guys, until next time.